how overgrown it all is. That's the sort of shortcut back to the main trail, but we can't get through there. I'm not going to do that. We're going to have to go all the way down to the bottom here and then back. And that's what we're going to do, because I want to see the other end of that ski ramp, ski jump, whatever it is. How am I picking up that here? It's an ice cream. That's a long way to come with ice cream, isn't it? Right, here we are. You see what I'm saying about, you know, anybody walking down this main trail with a dog or just taking a stroll, maybe with young kids, they wouldn't have a clue until they're right on it. So anybody coming down here at speed, mostly from that direction, it must be said, you wouldn't have any idea until they were on top of you. So yeah, I'm totally in favour of blocking it, trying to stop them doing it. Well, I think I said this the first time we noticed it also. It irritated me, and I couldn't understand why they carved a shelf there, like a little step, vertical. You know, once upon a time you could have just walked at her. Not anymore. So it's insanity. So yeah, totally in favour of it being blocked off. Yeah, I distinctly remember picking up rubber gloves and rubbish to my left just here after they'd done this work. And this these people are now parents, so imagine what their kids are going to be like when they grow up. They're being taught to have absolutely no consideration whatsoever for anybody else who might be using the place. It's theirs to do with as they please. That's exactly the attitude you see from a lot of these youths. There's been a lot of unpleasantness up near Churston Cove and in the middle of town, actually, on you know, youths pulling wheelies on push bikes all amongst all of the people in a pedestrian area, all of that. Well, what do you expect if their parents bring them up to think this is okay? Right, I'm done with the ranting. It's an entire video ranting about that and the morons that live in this place. Actually, one of the comments, have I already said this? You see, I'm trying to stop ranting, but I keep thinking of other things. One of the reason I'm thinking of it is because just out to my left here, there is a bit of rope hanging in a tree that's been cut off. One of the comments that was made below this post was also bemoaning the fact that people cut down the swings, the rope swings. Now, you know, I've done videos of me playing on them. You know, I wouldn't cut them down personally, but I totally understand why. Maybe that needs explaining again. What's that term they use for people with mental health difficulties and potential suicidal ideation? Triggers, is it? Triggers? You know, you even get warnings on television now that some benign program might contain triggers. Well, if somebody's having a mental health crisis and they're out in the woods here and they see a rope hanging from a tree, that could potentially be a trigger, couldn't it? How many people have been found hanging? I know of one since I've lived here. Not down here, admittedly, but so this is the rationale behind potentially Swiss Coast staff routinely cutting down these swings when they see them. Never mind the potential for, you know, injury, blah blah blah. You know, okay, you know, I've played on them myself, so that's a small consideration to me, I must admit. But no, yeah, the rationale behind cutting down the rope swings is what I've just said. That was imparted to me by a Swissco person. That's why they cut them down. So, I don't know, people need to think a bit more, don't they? Also, I mean, look at the state of all the trees. You know, where there have been rope swings, there's all manner of unpleasantness hanging in the trees forevermore. These morons, they don't come back and tidy up their mess. We have ourselves to blame. I wonder if Bear can do the honours here. There's a tin up here. Bear? Over there, there's some rubbish. Can you get it? Can you fetch it? That's a yes. Good boy, good job. Thank you, Bear. Thank you very much. Corona, is it? Looks like it. One biscuit. Thank you, Bear. Oh, there. Yeah, it is Corona. Virus. And we just found another. Any more? There is, but I'm just not seeing them. There won't be just two, will there? I am a liker of trails in the woods that are lined with fallen tree trunks and stuff. I kind of like that. It's a shame there's not more of that. Remarkably, that is all clear. Ish. Tissues, you know. Oh dear. There's been a bit of a fire there. Not much wind here. It is pretty windy actually. That's not doing anything, is it? Right. We should get the ball out. Yeah, that's the bad news. Didn't even notice them. I was busy getting the camera out to film them.
Coasteering from here. This is Churston Cove.
Hello, you. You alright, mate? No, that's just rubbish. Don't mess with that.
Yeah, so climbing along the rock.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to get a shot through the gap. There's always about there. You can't keep the camera still.
We will try not to use some 625, somehow we can do things, but if you follow
Okay.
further along, group, a bit of running.
Quite entertaining, isn't it?
First 5 minutes.
I got a mouthful of water. Interesting shots. Because they all suddenly came both sides and in they went. But it's no good for a time lapse if they just stop. It's ruined me time lapse. You want to go in with a bear? Come on then. Give me the ball. Go in with him, mate.
We're going to do it. We are going to do a Mexican wave, okay? Mexican wave, go that way. It's going to go from screen that way. Okay, the Mexican wave starts by me. What's it doing? One. Go that way. Look at him, mate. First one down the shower, let's go.